close. You want me grateful but not too powerful. You want a fine girl in your arm to make you look better by association. A lapdog, that's what you're looking for. Don't worry, play your game. The moment my feet touch Lagos ground, the city will know something different just arrived. The big men you're managing, they'll be calling my line. The doors you're opening with surgery and fillers, I'll walk through them with what God gave me for free. You brought the queen to the city, Amanda. You just don't know it yet. Very soon you'll know my true intentions. Amanda, you're right. I'll follow your lead completely. I will do everything you ask of me. Good girl.
In terms of all the market shots that we've seen, you can
She found the file by accident. She wasn't snooping, she wasn't suspicious. She just needed to borrow his laptop for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. And in those 5 minutes, her whole marriage appeared on his screen in 7 pages, formatted, professional, filed under drafts, like she was a problem he had been quietly solving. She read every word. Then she closed the laptop, made dinner, smiled across the table, and said absolutely nothing for 3 months. My people, this woman didn't just leave. She dismantled everything, quietly, legally, completely, while still ironing his shirts. Stay with me, because this story is about to change the way we think about silence. And if you appreciate stories where wisdom moves quietly but powerfully, go ahead and like this video. It helps this story reach someone who might need it. Subscribe to Echoes of Wisdom by Crystal so you never miss a lesson that hides inside ordinary moments. Now, let me show you how she did it. They say in the village of our ancestors, the tortoise never ran fast, but he always arrived first. Today, I want to tell you a story, not from a village with dusty roads and evening fires, but from a city with glass buildings, designer bags, and a marriage that looked perfect on Instagram. Listen carefully, because this story is not about a woman who cried. This is about a woman who calculated. Her name was Adaeze Okonkwo Briggs, but everyone called her Ada. 34 years old, a quiet storm in heels. She ran a thriving interior design business from their home in Lekki Phase 1, Lagos. The kind of house that made your neighbors slow their cars down.
Hello, Mzi. Hi, how are you?
A swimming pool, a gate that hummed when it opened, like it
How are you
knew.
doing, Mzi? Thank you for joining.
Her husband was Emeka Briggs, tall, charming, the kind of man who shook hands with both palms and made you feel chosen. He worked in oil and gas, senior contract manager at a multinational firm downtown. He wore Tom Ford cologne and drove a black Range Rover like
I'm
the
also
one
good,
owned
thank
himself.
you.
What almost nobody knew, not even Ada, not yet, was that the Range Rover was not fully his. It was on a 4-year hire purchase agreement, 3 installments behind. The payments were quietly bleeding a man who spent like he owned the river but had not yet paid for the bucket. They had been married 5 years. They had a daughter, Zara, 4 years old, who had Ada's mother's eyes and her father's stubbornness. On the surface, they were goals. On Instagram, #BriggsFamily was a mood board. But Ada had not that the distance between them was just stress. That when Emeka lies until the day of the laptop. It was a Tuesday.
Mzi from Bella. Where is Bella?
Ada's MacBook had crashed mid.
Where is Bella, Mzi? I don't know Bella.
Board for a Banana Island renovation project. Emeka was at work. His personal laptop sat on his desk in the study.
Who's that? I saw
She
something.
used it before. He never said anything. She carried it to the dining table, opened it. His wallpaper was a photo of the three of them, Zanzibar trip 2 years ago. She remembered that trip. The sun set, how he held Zara on his shoulders and laughed so hard he nearly fell into the sea. She smiled at the photo. Then she opened Microsoft Word to work on her documents. The recent files column had left side of the screen. Most of it was work stuff, contracts, reports, Excel sheets.
Where is Bella, Z?
The last
Don't know
one
Bella.
had a name that made Ada's fingers stop moving. Draft, divorce petition, Emeka and Adaize breaks.
See rest.
She stared at
Oh,
it.
okay.
For a moment, the whole world
I am
was
in
quiet. The air
Johannesburg.
conditioning felt louder. The clock on the wall ticked like a drum. Open it. Don't open it. Open it. She clicked. And there it was. 7 pages. Formatted. Professional. He had cited irreconcilable differences. Highlighted in yellow were notes he'd made to himself. Confirm Lagos property agreement. Check joint account clause. Ask Tunde about custody arrangement. Tunde was his lawyer friend from university. There was even a list, a handwritten
There we
photograph
go.
he had scanned and inserted
Yeah,
into the
thank you
document,
for joining.
titled Things to Sort Before Filing. It had checkboxes. Some were already ticked. She stared at the document. And for a moment, she wasn't in this Lekki house. She was in a small flat in Surulere 7 years ago. Emeka had just proposed. They were broke, really broke, eating indomie on a mattress on the floor because the bed frame hadn't arrived yet. He had looked at her with those eyes, the ones that used to see her, and said, I'm going to build something with you, not for you, with you. You and me, Ada, we're going to be the kind of couple people write about. And she had believed him. She had believed every word. Ada blinked. The memory dissolved. She was back in the Lekki house, the one she had helped him buy, the one he was now planning to take from her. The man who had made that promise was gone. She didn't know when he left, but this man, the one who wrote divorce petitions in secret, she didn't recognize him at all. Ada photographed every single page of the document with her phone, quietly, carefully, date stamped. Her hand shook on the first screenshot, just once, just slightly. Then it steadied. She closed the document, closed the laptop, sat in the silence of her beautiful Lekki home, and did not cry. She did not cry. She picked up her phone, opened her notes app, and typed one single word: plan. Here is what you need to understand about Adaize Okonkwo Briggs. She was the last born of 6 children, but she grew up watching. In her father's compound in Anambra, she watched how the first wife was ousted when she stopped being useful. She watched her mother, a seamstress, turn a 200 naira into a 2,000 naira over and over until she could put all 6 children through school. She watched women smile through pain and plan through silence. She did not cry. She called her sister, Chisom, that evening, not to tell her anything, just to hear a calm voice. How are you? Chisom asked. Fine, just tired. And then she got to work. The first thing she did was call her accountant, Mr. Femi, under the pretense of doing quarterly tax filings for her business. While they spoke, she asked a casual question. Femi, if someone wanted to restructure a joint business account, remove one signatory, how long does that take? Depends on the bank. Some do it same day with the right documents. Others take a week. Which bank is fastest? Femi paused. Then, because he was a smart man who had seen many things, he said very quietly, come to my office Thursday. Bring your business registration documents. She brought everything. By the following Monday, Ada's interior design business, Adaize Interiors Ltd, was fully transferred back to her maiden name, Adaize Okonkwo. Sole signatory. Emeka's name, which had been a co-director for tax purposes, was quietly removed. It took 6 days. Emeka never noticed. Why would he? He never involved himself in her business affairs. He always said it was her little hobby. Her little hobby had been bringing in 4.5 million naira a month for the past 2 years. The joint savings account came next. It held 18 million naira. Most of it, Ada knew, was money she had contributed over the years. Her design fees, her commission, her quiet, steady drip of income into a pool he controlled. She didn't touch it immediately. She was too smart for that. Instead, she began monitoring, setting up transaction alerts on her phone, watching every movement. And what she saw chilled her. Emeka had already been draining it. Small withdrawals at first, 300,000 naira here, 500,000 naira there, then bigger ones. ATM withdrawals from a branch in Victoria Island she had never visited. 2 transfers she did not recognize to an account that was not his salary account. He was already moving the money. He had started before he even told her. Ada felt something hardening in her chest. Not hot, not anger, something colder than both. She began transferring money in small, unnoticeable amounts. 200,000 naira here, 150,000 naira there, into a personal account she had opened at a different bank entirely. An account Ada did not know existed. She called it her fabric account, the one she pretended to use to pay suppliers. Within 3 weeks, Emeka had quietly taken 7 million naira from the joint account. Ada had retrieved 6.8 million naira of what remained. The last 4.2 million naira she left. For now, she had plans for it. Then came the phone. Emeka's phone. She had known his passcode for years. Zara's birthday. He'd never changed it. Why would he? He trusted her to not look. She waited for the right minute. It came on a Saturday afternoon. Emeka was in the swimming pool with Zara, laughing, splashing, looking to any outsider like the perfect father. His phone lay on the poolside table, face up for once. He'd been playing music from it. Ada walked past it on the way to get juice. She picked it up as she walked. She was back inside in 4 minutes. It was worse than she expected. The woman's name was Sade Rose in his contacts. The messages went back 3 years, not 3 months, not 6 months, 3 years. There were voice notes, photos, plans. Sade had even been to their house, when Ada traveled to Abuja for a client job in 2022. There were photos of Sade sitting in Ada's kitchen, in Ada's room, drinking from Ada's mugs. There was a message from 8 months ago where Emeka wrote, "I'm going to handle everything soon. Just be patient. You're the one I want a real life with." Ada stopped scrolling at that message, read it twice. "You're the one I want a real life with." She stared at those words until they stopped looking like words at all. Then she kept scrolling. Sade had replied with a string of heart emojis and, "I've been patient for 3 years, baby. Don't make me wait too long." Ada took screenshots of every significant message. Then she put the phone back exactly where she found it. She went to the kitchen. She squeezed 3 oranges. She brought juice out to the pool. She sat in the sun chair, watched her husband and daughter play in the water, and smiled. She smiled. There is a particular kind of intelligence that lives in women who have been underestimated. It is quiet, it is meticulous, and it does not announce itself. If you believe quiet strength is power, subscribe. Let's grow this community of wisdom together, because this channel is for women and men who understand that silence is not weakness. Ada had been underestimated her entire married life. She now moved like water, soft, flowing, going exactly where she needed to go, in exactly the way the space allowed. She hired a property lawyer, a woman named Barrister Ngozi Eze, who came highly recommended by Chisom. She met her in a small, discreet office in Victoria Island on a weekday when she was supposed to be at a client's site visit. "My husband and I own a property together in Lekki," Ada said. "I want to understand what my rights are." Barrister Ngozi leaned forward. "Tell me everything." The house in Lekki Phase 1 had been purchased in both their names. The certificate of occupancy read Emeka Chukwemeka Briggs and Adaeze Okonkwo Briggs. But when Barrister Ngozi obtained copies of the original purchase documents, she found something. The deposit, 45 million naira, paid Chief Chukwude Okonkwo, Ada's father. The remaining mortgage payments over 5 years, mostly from the joint account, which Ada's business income had been funding. Here's what we do, Barrister Ngozi said. We file a declaration of beneficial interest. We establish that you have primary financial stake in this property. We don't sell it without his consent, that's illegal. But we do establish that in any divorce settlement, you are entitled to 70 to 75% of the value, not 50%. Ada met with a private property appraiser, 120 million naira, current market value. 75% of that was 90 million naira. She filed the beneficial interest claim through her lawyer. Emeka would get the notice eventually, probably around the same time he got the divorce papers. By the time he could contest it, she'd be gone. And when the property eventually sold, because he couldn't afford to keep it without her income, her claim would be first in line. Ada called her father that evening from the bathroom with the shower running. Daddy, she said, do you remember the transfers you made when we were buying the house? A pause, then the old man's voice, slow and careful. I remember everything, my daughter. I never threw away receipts. I also never signed anything that transferred my ownership. Nobody asked me to. She didn't have to explain anything. Fathers who have watched the world understand things their daughters don't see. Come home this weekend, Chief Okonkwo said. Come with Zara. I have some old documents in the safe I've been meaning to organize. With Chief Okonkwo's records and Barrister Ngozi's guidance, the legal path became clear. Ada had documented evidence of primary financial contribution to the property through her father. She had bank records proving her business income as the main contributor to the joint account, while Emeka's withdrawals showed deliberate asset dissipation ahead of a planned divorce. She had screenshots of the affair going back 3 years. She had the photographed divorce petition, and she had something else. Remember the note on Emeka's divorce checklist? Ask Tunde about custody arrangements. Ada knew Tunde. She knew Tunde's wife, BC. They weren't close friends, but they were in the same Lagos Women's Networking Group that met once a month for brunch. 3 weeks after Ada found the laptop, she ran into BC at the group's monthly brunch. BC looked tired, more tired than usual. You okay, sis? Ada asked quietly while they were both at the buffet table. BC smiled the way women do when they are lying. I'm fine, just, marriage things. Ada paused, then very carefully. They didn't say anything else. 2 weeks later, BC called. Ada, I've been wanting to call you for 2 weeks, BC said, her voice low and careful. I saw a file on Tunde's desk. He left it on the kitchen table. A client named Briggs. I wasn't going to say anything, but Ada, are you okay? Ada let a breath of silence pass. Then, BC, thank you for calling me. I'm okay. Actually, I'm very okay. Another pause. BC, Ada said softly, how long has Tunde been having that woman over? This time, the silence from BC's end was very long. How did you know? Because Ada said, we're in the same story. We just haven't compared notes yet. The two women talked for 2 hours that night. At the end of the conversation, BC quietly agreed that if the situation ever required a witness, someone who had seen documents, heard conversations, noticed things, she would be available. Ada filed that away. Barrister Ngozi filed everything else. For 3 months, from the day she found the laptop to the day Emeka finally said the words out loud, Ada performed the role of devoted wife so perfectly that even she sometimes forgot she was acting. She cooked Emeka's favorite, ofe onugbu, with stockfish on Sundays. She ironed his shirts. She laughed at his jokes. She attended his and strategy. She was just a woman with a notebook in a new city with a future that was entirely, completely, unambiguously hers. She smiled, and this time, nobody was watching. She didn't live in anger, she left in strategy, and that is the most powerful exit of all. And that, my people, is where we leave Ada, sitting in a coffee shop in Toronto, notebook open, future ahead of her. Some stories end with a door slamming. This one begins with a woman simply walking through one she built herself. What comes next? Well, that depends on what Ada decides to do with her new beginning, and whether Emeka can accept that some doors, once closed, don't open again. But before I go, I want to ask you something honestly, because I genuinely want to know what you think. 3 questions. 1. Did Ada do too much or exactly enough? 2. Should she let Emeka's mother talk to Zara, or is that opening a door she closed for a reason? 3. If you found that divorce file on your partner's laptop, would you have said something immediately, or would you have done what Ada did? Drop your answers below, because I guarantee you, half of you are Team Ada and half of you think she played a dangerous game. Let's talk about it. This is Echoes of Wisdom by Crystal, where every story teaches and every action echoes. Till next time, stay blessed.
Button Petrosi.
Please, I beg you, I'm so hungry. Just a little food, please.
Imagine a poor roadside
Hi,
food
Petros.
seller struggling to survive, and a mysterious little girl who shows up every day begging for food. No one knew where she came from.
Goeiemôre, ek is hier ka singles.
Some even said she
Lena wat by babat.
Amanda fed her
Nak is hier ka singles. How are you?
was that this innocent act of kindness was being watched closely by someone whose identity would shake the entire market and change her life forever. When a Rolls-Royce convoy suddenly pulled up to her small wooden stall, everyone
Nak is hulle mos singles, my dear.
Why had they come for a simple food seller? And what secret was that little girl hiding? Stay with me till the end, because what happens next will
I'm good, Mkhotsi. I'm good.
prepare yourself, because this
Walao
story
thusi.
ways you never expected. Let's dive in.
O ra golla gona how to see
Hardworking
next.
roadside food vendor who cooked beside the bustling
I am
gate of
good.
State University. Every morning before the first lecture bell rang, she arrived at her small wooden kiosk with a pot of steaming jollof rice, fried plantain, beans, and freshly made akara. Smoke rose from her charcoal stove,
Eh?
mixing with the chatter of students rushing to class.
I don't get
Once a
you.
part-time student herself, Amanda worked twice as hard as everyone else she knew, because survival gave her no choice. Her parents were old, fragile, and too sick to do much. Her father's sight was failing,
Mkhotsi wena ka di breadwinner hairstyle.
making it difficult for her.
O ra ka di breadwinner hairstyle.
Amanda was their only hope. Every school fee, hospital bill.
But thank you for the compliment.
roadside. Yet she never complained. Her dream was simple: finish school, get a better life, and live.
Oh, I saw.
That particular afternoon was good. Students gathered around the table, praising the taste of her
Even me, Mkhotsi. The scale says I'm still the same, but my face says something different.
Her hands moved quickly. One hand
I can also see good. Hey.
Yet she remained gentle and attentive, knowing many students were struggling.
The weight
just
is
like she
getting.
was. By 3 p.m., the sun softened and shadows stretched across the gate. Amanda wiped sweat from her forehead and leaned on her counter for a breath. That was when she noticed a small figure standing a few meters away. Thin legs, dusty feet, and an
Nje,
open-
yazini, ay,
The
Mkhotsi
girl looked too
wathwana,
timid to
man.
come closer, yet too hungry to walk away. Her eyes
Wathwana. Whether ngaka magwinya, yes, sis. Can't even remember last time ke ja magwinya, last year.
The girl hesitated, then stepped forward slowly. Her voice shook with exhaustion.
Last year, June, July.
I am hungry. My name is Amara. Amanda's heart tightened. The girl couldn't be
I
more
must make
wrong.
them.
The way she held her stomach showed she hadn't eaten properly in days. Amanda didn't ask for money. She didn't question her. She simply packed a warm plate of rice, beans, and plantain
Let's enjoy our lives, Mokgotsi. Will we always be complaining about weight day in, day out? It's us.
She sat on a wooden bench beside the stall and began to eat.
My dentist choose
Not like
me to
someone who
ease
was
down
greedy,
on
but
sugar
like
things. And
someone
what
who
do I
desperately
go?
needed food to survive. Every bite brought visible relief to her small,
Ah.
trembling body.
Lucky me, I don't have a sweet tooth, but
She
you
didn't
know,
who the girl was, where she came from, or why she was
you
roaming the streets
cinnamon
alone.
buns,
But
Krispy
something
Kremes,
about her
no,
spirit had
yeah.
softness in Amanda's heart. She'd always helped people when
Shem,
she
that is
could.
your
Students who owed
weakness.
money,
In
beggars
case
who
your
needed
partner
food,
doesn't know, they must come
strangers
ask
who
me.
needed
I'll
guidance.
tell them what is your
This child
weakness.
touched her differently. She
They
felt
must come
something
ask me. I'll tell them.
when
But
Amara
hey,
said
away to that one's heart.
whispered,
All you have to do is to stop by the garage and buy Krispy Kremes.
Amanda watched her
You
until she
will
was
have
hidden
him
in a crowd of
hooked.
students. She thought that was the end of it. But the next day,
I'm telling
at
you.
almost the same hour, Amara returned, still quiet, still hungry,
They
still
must
alone.
just ask me. I will tell them the story.
She gave her another full plate of food. Again, the girl ate gratefully and left without explaining where she lived or who she belonged to.
Mokgotsi, what are you doing to yourself? Milk tart.
Silent routine. Amanda didn't need
Yo, I
to
have
explain
years
anymore.
not eating milk
Every
tart.
time she saw the small figure approaching from afar,
Yo,
she packed
when
a
was the
plate
last
of
time I
food
saw a
in
milk
advance.
tart?
It felt natural,
Kgotsi.
almost like caring for a younger sister or a daughter she didn't have.
Your,
But
your
not
sweet
everyone
tooth, Cham.
understood her compassion.
It's on another
Other
level.
food vendors whispered behind her back, "Why is she feeding a strange girl every day? She's wasting her food. What if that child is a ghost? What if she will bring bad luck?" Some students even warned her, telling her stories of children who pretended to be hungry but were thieves at night. But Amanda ignored all of it.
Wena, ke re e batla magwenya whether e.
Something that reminded her of her own childhood struggles. She had known what it meant to be hungry, helpless.
E batla magwenya le a
She
committed
couldn't punish
relationship.
herself for a situation beyond her control. One evening, after packing up her box,
Magwenya and a committed
Amanda returned home and
relationship.
told her parents about the move.
Asenza uteka-teka.
Her mother listened carefully inside.
I see you drinking singles. Where's the muffin? Bona, muffin no things, ka war.
The door.
Ke na le kentse di all bran muffins.
Whenever you give to a child,
Ke dile di all bran
their words
muffins.
strengthened Amanda's resolve. She knew she wasn't
Just
ready.
like in appetite. Eh?
Every meal she gave Amara cut deep into her small
I don't have
But
appetite.
somehow,
Get a committed relationship, wena.
unexpected blessings.
Magwenya, I knew
More
it.
customers, more sales, more peace. She didn't
Get a committed relationship. It's just 9 in the morning, so I get an appetite. I made all bran muffins.
And somewhere far away, watching from a distance,
Committed relationship, because this weather, it needs
already taken.
soul food
The following week unfolded
and a committed relationship.
slowly grew cherished.
Not without teka. Today we on, tomorrow we off hour.
Glanced instinctively at the road leading toward the campus junction. And almost like clockwork, a small
Nna ka dilo tse serious.
dusty feet, tired eyes, and that oversized faded dress that swayed around thin legs. Amara always came quietly, as though afraid someone might chase her away. At first, Amanda thought the child might eventually stop coming if she found a better place to eat or someone to take her in. But instead, Amara's visits became more consistent than even her regular customers. With each passing day, the silent
Oh,
one would
cancel
deepen.
each other
One
out.
built on nothing but kindness given freely and gratitude received genuinely. Amanda never asked Amara for money. She never reduced her portion or replaced the rice with leftovers. She served her the best part of the pot, soft plantain, fresh stew, beans that had just finished cooking. She treated the child with dignity, something the world had clearly denied her. And Amara,
Mzansi
shy as
is
she
on
was,
its own.
responded with
Who are we?
sincerity. She
Listen, all
always
bran
whispered,
muffins.
"Thank you, Auntie Mary."
All bran muffins, okay?
Always the same look, but the street was full of eyes, and people
Who
always
are we?
By the fourth week, the whispers became louder. What does that girl even want? One woman
1493,
muttered to Amanda.
14.
She looks like someone who will bring trouble.
Who are we, Mkhots?
Another vendor shook her head. You're wasting your food. That girl is not normal. Sometimes she disappears from the market for
I
hours.
get you.
People say they see her walking alone at night. A group of students sitting nearby joined in. Madam Amanda, be careful though. These children nowadays, you don't know who is who. Some swore the girl was a spirit. Some said she was a runaway. Others suggested she was using the food business as a hiding place, but Amanda didn't budge. One quiet afternoon, and sat beside Amanda for the first time. She didn't rush away.
Mina, nakasibili. You can't be afraid of me.
Gently tapped the ground with her toes. Amanda wiped her hands on her apron and sat beside her. "You're
Can't be afraid of me, mkhosi yake.
The girl nodded.
Anginabungozi.
A long silence followed. Amara opened her mouth.
Mina, anginabungozi.
Tears filled her eyes but didn't fall.
Good.
Amanda felt a sharp ache in her chest, realizing she
Bungozi
was
yabo.
too deep to express. It's okay.
Net,
Said softly.
focus.
You don't need to say anything.
Ngake mabhayizana.
Amara nodded again, but the sadness in her eyes lingered. From that day onward, something changed.
But bungozi bona hayi abukho shem.
She began to linger.
Abukho at all.
Amanda packed plates, sometimes sometimes just
All the hood, mara, the hood is with
watching Steve.
bona.
Amanda didn't ask her to help.
You can try by all means to get it out, but nope, it's there to stay.
Everything. She doesn't talk much, Amanda said, but she looks like someone who has seen too much for her age. Her mother sighed deeply. Many children wander the streets because life failed.
It's here to stay,
You were doing
mkhosi.
God's work by feeding her. Her father leaned forward on his wooden chair. But my daughter, be wise. Kindness is good, but safety is important. Keep your eyes open. Amanda nodded, promising to be careful. Despite the warnings, she couldn't shake the feeling that Amara's presence in her life was not accidental. The girl appeared every day at the exact moment Amanda felt most tired, most discouraged. It was as though the universe sent Amara to remind her that her struggles had meaning.
Oh, wait. How's the channel going, mkhosi? Hey.
But touching lives in ways she didn't fully understand. Soon the students caught on to the strange bond forming.
You are painting. Yo, and I'm all busy, Shem. I wonder one thing about you,
I
Shem.
am. Eager to my
Chill us down.
Auntie Amanda.
If I could just let you stay in my house for a week, I know by the time I come back,
She looked.
everything will be renovated.
You must be a good person.
I'll just say, "Mkhosi, I'm going to the UK. Please come and house it. I know by the time I come back, this house, everything will be changed."
She was feeding a part of herself.
Yes, I'm sure. That is the one thing I'm sure of.
Desire to make a difference in the
I
world.
must plan an international trip, 1 or 2 weeks, and leave you here.
Rose, blowing dust into the market and sending papers flying. The students
One thing for sure, I know her.
looking for shelter. Amanda quickly
I'm gonna find
and covered her pots with a large
my house, Illy,
preparing for the storm. Then she heard footsteps. Amara appeared,
well taken care of.
shivering, clutching her thin dress. Without thinking, Amanda ran to her, pulled her under the umbrella, and wrapped a spare shawl around her shoulders. "You're cold," Amanda whispered. "Sit here." She didn't care that the storm.
You, mkhosi
She
wena.
didn't care that
You
she
don't have time to be.
She only cared that
It comes with age, Marane. I believe you there.
Amara reached for Amanda's hand and held
I
her.
believe you.
It shocked Amanda because the girl had never touched her.
Ask me, Khurmabani, in this rain, I took out the bedding,
Not only from
the cushion, like
Amanda,
in this weather. Everything is here now. I can't hang it outside. It's raining. I'm like, Mara, like, what was I thinking?
words felt like a knife and a hug at the same time.
Mokgotsi ke nna o maabane ke no tsoga ke ntsha di-bedding le di-cushion o seka ke le busy ke re
When the rain
ke tlhatswa
clouds cleared, something new had formed.
ke le motlhatswi
An unspoken trust.
no shota ke ntsha di-curtain
Understood yet.
no shota ke ntsha di-curtain ke tlhatswe le mafestere in that rainy weather.
Something else.
Question.
She didn't know where it would lead, but she sensed that Amara was at the center of it.
Very clever.
Far away, hidden
Yes, very, very clever. The thing is, because get the blankets like get the duvet and duvet covers. Okay, the blankets were the small blankets, and then the cushions. I washed the cushions also.
grew stronger with each passing day.
How do I hang them inside the
Well
house?
into a month, and feeding the little girl became part of Amanda's daily routine. Almost as
Yeah.
lighting her charcoal stove every
ke re bona ke sure weekend day wa bona if you can check a weekend ke tlo botsa ke re ne ke ntshitse di-curtain. I don't know gore ke eng. It's just an edge when you're just sitting. Wa bona if it was possible for me to wash the couches, I would wash the couches.
When Amanda felt toward the child went
So I fully understand when you say ke age.
an instinctive connection she couldn't explain.
Ke age
She
mokgotsi.
didn't know where Amara slept at night.
Because motho you'll be sitting o shebile TV. Next thing o ntsha dilo ko rakeng for eng.
She listened
Yeah.
when she spoke. She allowed her to sweep the stall, wash plates,
O cleana dikhabote,
in silence.
o cleana mabota.
This was not a transaction,
For eng. Le nna self I don't know.
but everything changed on a Thursday afternoon. The sun hung low and the heat
Yeah.
felt heavier than usual. Amanda had just finished serving the last group of students. at 4 p.m.
Because maybe if you call me even, I won't have time to be doing this funny things that I'm doing.
Amara approaching.
Yes, maybe I won't have time for such things that I'm busy doing for no reason.
She walked with a strange excitement.
We are old, Mokhosi.
Face glowed with a smile Amanda had rarely seen.
Mokhosi, I'm telling you.
You look happy today, Amanda said warmly.
Why are we punishing ourselves by working? Like,
Auntie Amanda,
Yeah.
can I eat? She asked.
because it's worse even when you're looking at the thingy, the closet, you want to take out clothes and wash them. They're like,
Amara sat on her usual bench.
but
eating
yeah.
quietly at first.
But one thing I'm liking about that is that I'm discovering clothes I haven't worn for a while.
Halfway through the meal, Amara
How's
suddenly
Mama? She keeps
She
chilling.
lifted her head and stared seriously at Amanda.
Yo.
She said slowly,
Homo is, ish,
"My dad would like to meet you."
Homo is alive.
For a moment,
I may put it like she's struggling a bit.
"What?
She's having a lot of struggles,
He
but
wants to see you tomorrow."
we are working on it. She'll be good soon.
Excitement, but confusion.
Soon she'll be herself.
Where had he been all this
She's
while?
growing too fast now. Yeah, yo.
Walking the streets alone. Why had
But
he
she's
allowed
struggling a bit. Hey, she's not okay. She's not okay.
a wave of anxiety?
Please check out our channel. We have a new channel there. We had to get rid of the other one because we kept on getting strikes and unnecessary.
Licked her spoon,
So
lightly. He said you are kind. He said
just
he wants to
please
thank you.
subscribe to the channel. I just want to share like everything about her journey
Where
on
had
that
he been
channel.
during all this? Why hadn't he come sooner? Was he
Hopefully it will do well.
a dangerous
We're not rushing it though.
Thousands of thoughts stormed Amanda's mind. Who is your
But
father?
yeah, Mkhotsi, it comes with it. She'll be good.
A mysterious little smile that made Amanda even more nervous. You'll see him tomorrow.
Yeah, it's the one that I pinned there.
He'll come here.
Our autism ADHD journey.
He will come here to my kiosk? Yes.
The old one, YouTube was giving us stress. Yes, it's the pinned one.
Didn't know what else to say. Fear,
603.
excitement, and confusion.
Johnny.
inside her. She didn't want trouble. She didn't want drama. She had
It's
simply
meant
been feeding a
sex.
hungry child because her heart demanded it. But now someone she had never met, wanted to meet her because of it. Amanda watched Amara finish her food. She noticed for the first
Well, sure, giving up is not an option, Shem.
almost like she came
Giving
to
up.
know what manners were.
The only time I'm ever gonna give up is
Her voice steadied.
when I'm no longer here.
Her appearance at all.
That is the time that I would have given up. Other than that, we push.
But now she wasn't so sure.
Tla be ke re ke tshepile.
I will be here, Amanda finally said. But I'm afraid I don't know who he is. Amara stood up, brushing crumbs off her dress. Don't be afraid. My daddy is a good man.
Tla be ke re
And
ke
with that,
tshepile.
she waved and walked away.
Shem, you and my dad.
She sat on her small bed,
Le batho ba kgomo ko TikTok kwa.
staring at the screen while her parents listened with growing worry.
And remember, she discovered you first on TikTok and told me, Mama, look, it's Pikachu.
The girl has a father.
And then I
Then why
started
is she always alone? Her father
following you on TikTok.
If the man is poor, fine. But if he's dangerous or angry, we must be careful.
She's having the time of her life with TikTok. TikTok, I like TikTok, hey? I wish I could just make money on TikTok.
But I don't understand. Something doesn't.
But I love it.
Her mother sighed. Still be kind, but also be cautious. Amanda prayed that night. Prayed that she had not unknowingly invited trouble. Yet something inside her whispered that this meeting would not be ordinary.
Very. You should meet her in person, hey?
Her hands trembled
You
slightly.
should meet her in person.
Cleaned her tables and set up her stove. Every movement felt heavier. Every passing second stretched into
You
minutes.
should meet her. Not never a dull moment unless she's sick.
Amanda, are you okay?
But
You look
never,
worried.
never a dull
Amanda forced a
moment.
small smile. I'm fine, just expecting someone. But the truth was, she felt like she was standing at the edge of a cliff she didn't know she had climbed. She kept replaying Amara's words. My daddy wants to meet you. She didn't know whether to expect a shouting father, a desperate one, a grateful one.
But yeah, she'll be good, Risha. Thank you so much for asking us.
By noon, the sun blazed hot. Amanda's hair was soaked with sweat. Students came and went. but
How is our future head boy doing?
still no sign of Amara. By 3 p.m.,
Mr. M himself.
what if the girl didn't come? What if the father came alone? What if this was all a misunderstanding? What if she had
The holidays are coming. He's gonna be there by you.
At 4 p.m., her heart nearly
What are the
stopped.
plans?
She heard a child's voice behind her. Auntie Amanda.
What are the plans with Mr. M?
There she was, Amara, running toward her, smiling wide. But today, there was something different in her eyes. An excitement, a glow.
I don't have plans, but I want to fly somewhere.
Amanda's breath quickened. Are you okay? You scared me.
I want to give her her plane experience.
Sorry, but my daddy said he will come tomorrow instead. He traveled this morning. He will be back very early. Tomorrow, another sleepless night. Amanda swallowed hard, quiet there. Okay, I will be here. Tomorrow,
All right, Mkhotsi, bye.
but not
Let
before
me also go. I've been here for an hour already.
meeting. Amanda could not decode.
Much love, wish you.
Quiet warning, promise, a sign of what was coming. Amanda didn't know, but she felt it. Something huge was approaching her life, and tomorrow everything would begin to unfold. The next morning began with an unusual heaviness in the air. Amanda woke earlier than usual, her heart already beating fast. She couldn't shake the nervousness that had settled in her chest since Amara's message. Sleep had barely touched her. She had spent the entire night imagining
almost
every possible
done.
scenario. Who was this father? Why had he allowed his daughter to roam the streets alone? Why did he suddenly want to meet her? As Amanda prepared her pots, her hands trembled so much that she almost spilled the stew. Even her mother noticed the nervous shaking when she came out to see her off. You are thinking too much, her mother said gently. Just go and do your work. Whatever happens, happens. Amanda forced a smile. I'm trying, Mom. But the truth was, she